Yo, welcome in, you guys. I was thinking earlier today about indecision and, thinking kind of in the language of tarot, as one does. And the expression to be of two minds about something came to mind, and that's Two of Swords. Swords are to do with weighing things out in your head, thinking this way, if I do it that way, what are the questions over here? Which is the true choice? And sometimes we're just of two minds. And that's such a strange expression in a way, but it really, that's kind of what it feels like. So there's something about being of two minds. Always is, right? I mean, it's really rare that, we're all in on something. First card out. Nine of Swords. That's kind of the agony of being of two minds. It's actually being of nine minds, It's anxiety to the ninth power. Not being able to let your brain rest. So you're really bedeviled by all these questions or possibilities, or, you can't think straight. Can't think straight. To do with sword energy. Can't get your head straight. Can't get it sorted. Wow. Ace of Swords. That's basically sorted. That's the truth coming through. That's the epiphany. That's like, and the truth may make you scared. There may be something about this new way of, this new idea, this new approach that's scary to you. It's unnerving. Swords are about the nervous system as much as anything else. They can affect your whole, they can affect your body. It's going on in your head, and we think those two aren't linked. They're really linked. They're really linked. And this is almost like a panic attack. Trying to get your mental, or ADD or something like that, trying to get your agitation to bring it down. Bring it down a notch. And I'm not sure whether this is the answer or this is the source of the agitation. It's sort of a chicken and egg question, I guess. Here, let's turn them over, do it properly. Tell us more about this Ace of Swords. It might be the, getting the answer. I'd say it is. Temperance. This is a healing energy of divine protection, also of divine timing. Perhaps the answer couldn't come except in divine timing. This is a card of peace. And I'm getting also like surrender to the angelic pace of things. This temperance angel would say, listen, don't fret. It's okay. I'm protecting you. And it's a healing, you're getting the message. And it will calm you down. In order for this truth to come through, the agitation in your head needs to settle and be settled. It's sort of like I'm searching for something, but I'm also willing to be sought. I want that answer so desperately. I want to understand, you know, but when the answer comes, I'm going to be in alignment with it. I want to hear the truth. You may be also scared of the truth, which will set you free. Tower. Set you free. You know, this is no more containment at the bottom of this. You know, there's the dove trapped down there. Peace of mind. Tower can speak to an epiphany, and it may be so sudden that it's just earth-shattering. But it's also liberating. It creates some kind, it takes the fissure, which is always implicit in Tower, something that has become unstable. And it takes the fissure and it opens that even further. It cracks the egg. It frees whatever has been trapped in you. And this is the dove. It's got the, you know, the peace offering in its mouth. Major Arcana card. So we have Temperance and Tower. Epiphany, I'd say, in this. Epiphany. Brought to you by some sort of, you know, the angels are here to protect you. From this and through this. There's something very positive about Tower. And we have the sun rising over here. And in the center of the sun is this eyeball. You know, once Tower comes down, things are revealed. The container, you know, the mask is gone. Under Ace of Swords, Six of Wands. That's like successful, you know, that's success in general. It's reaching for something and getting it, getting your hands on it. And also, to me, it speaks of, you know, that forward movement, that liberation of Tower. It's a fire sign, as is Temperance, Sagittarius. Tell us about the victory, or somebody talked about this the other day as peace, because it's after Five of Wands, which is the struggle, the contention, victory and peace. You know, the struggle's over, and we've got, you know, we've got it in hand. Whatever it was we were struggling over, chasing after. Tell us about Six of Wands, Temperance. Temperance is a card of balance, and just the universe basically has your back and is bringing something forward in divine timing. Under Temperance, Four of Cups. Four of Cups ordinarily is a bit of a tough card. You know, it's about regret or missing the boat. Not in this deck. You know, we've got the big cup, almost like the ace. My cup runneth over kind of thing, because you see it's dripping down into these three. It's like a, you know, something about the feelings are too big to be contained. There's this overflow, a kind of an emotional pay it forward. It's in water energy, and so is Tower. I see this as a card of Scorpio, that dramatic change, can't go back. And you don't want to. I mean, look at this guy, off and running. You know, she's got the chakra alignment here, she, he, they. This card speaks to alignment of the feelings, as does Ace of Swords. In my book, Ace of Swords is that alignment, the clear channel. All the chakras are open. They are open. But this is almost like, what is that called? Kundalini rising. I mean, you know, you have to be sort of ready for it and aligned, or it can be potentially destructive. But I think you got this one. Temperance angel on your side. Divine timing for this thing to blow. It's gonna blow. And the end result is peace, the end of the struggle. Struggle's over. Struggle thing, whatever it was, is obliterated. Four of Cups. It's like that, you know, like a champagne fountain, I think they call it, where maybe in the 1930s you'd have all the glasses stacked up like this, except in a tower. And in a tower, and you pour into the top one, and they all cascade into the next, and the next cascades into the next. It's really in the flow. That water energy is just, and this is also striking me now, it's like it's a champagne fountain. Well, this is the champagne cork going, I have to go, you know. It's celebratory. Another meaning of Six of Wands. So, and somebody, I think, has been afraid of the truth, of finding out the truth. And I think it's going to be a surprise how positive this is. You know, it may involve like the casting off of old selves. These in almost all the tower images, there are these people being blasted out the window. But so the dove of peace can fly free. Oops. Yeah, I'll say on tower, sun. You know, out comes the warmth, the light, the new day. Remember that sun with the eyeball in the background? And there it is again. You know, basically the dark energy of fear and self-doubt is being exploded. And what's being revealed is this Leo energy of here I am. You know, it's happiness and warmth and transparency. It's being in your body and in your heart and alive, not tortured and up in your head. On Four of Cups, Seven of Wands. So we have the Six of Wands to the Seven of Wands. This is another card of protection, as I see it. You know, in this circle of fire. So that there's something about you see this zigzag thing down this person's lower half, and it's this zigzag thing, the lightning bolt strike. But it's a positive tower, and there's protection. You know, you're in the circle of protection. And it's also sort of like you're protected. See, this guy has his wand in the air. And it's almost like the lightning bolt could come down. You know, he's out there with the kite and the key. He, she, they is sort of attracting the lightning bolt. But you're protected. You know, you're safe doing this. It's okay for you to come into your power. And the meditative place is also protected here. I don't know if I'm explaining it very well, but this is a positive reading for sure. Full of fire. Sun, 6 of Wands, 7 of Wands. It's also like, I think somebody's worried about how brightly they're going to shine. You know, they're afraid somehow it'll take down everything familiar. And it might. Particularly if the familiar has been to live in fear, because Sun card, Tower, 6 of Wands, you know, that isn't about living. You're not living in fear. Not for long. I mean, you know, anybody who's alive is afraid sometimes, and for good reasons. But you won't have that. Somebody is really freeing themselves from that habitual nighttime, nightmarish feeling. What have we got? Queen of Swords, I'll say. That's on 9 of Swords. That's a huge turnaround. You know, Queen of Swords is completely, look, she might be in this state once in a while because she's a sword energy. She's up in her head a lot of the time. But boy, would she take control of that. She's a boundary setter. She can cut off what doesn't serve her. She's all about the truth. All about the truth. You know, and that's what she wants from other people, is the truth. So it is a little odd that she'd be worried about it. But she'd be like, you know, snap, I dismiss that. You know, I take control. I'm the Queen of Swords. She's not flappable. And she's not easily pushed off her center. Could Queen of Swords rebound from any kind of unsettling sudden change? Yeah. You know, she might have a moment. What am I going to do? You know, this scares me. It's so new. It's so new. You know, it's so bright. You know, I'm waking up from this bad dream. You know, waking up perhaps very suddenly. This can be like the sudden revelation, the epiphany. I'm waking up, and there's that sun in the background. And it's so bright. It's so bright. You know, I can't stay up in my head hiding 9 of Swords. On Temperance. Yeah. Queen of Pentacles. More grounded energy. It could be the balance between an air sign and an earth sign. Could be a same-sex couple. Could be the same person. Ones often speak to the individual. And that's right between these two queens. It could be like the alignment of those two things. The blend of those two things. The wake up out of the dream, you know, where you're up in your head and you're scared. Somehow there's a healing angelic power around you that allows you to be grounded. It has your back. You know, and you've learned enough both about how to think through things, ascertain what's true, but also to just, in part, to do that by just being authentically who you are. It doesn't take endless rumination. And nines can speak to the personal. Somebody, you, Queen of Swords, worried and ruminating. It's sort of like your own brain power has turned against you. But there's a new way of thinking, right? That's a blend, and the blend grounds you. It's like bringing yourself back to earth, out of just being up in your head, and it's grounding yourself. And by doing that, you're allowing in the healing, temperance, a balance between head and just authentically being in your body. Pentacles energy. There's something about being back in your body. That's where you can shine. Ace of Swords, Wheel of Fortune. No shit. Major Arcana card of forward movement, and again of divine timing. This new beginning. A new understanding, a new way of thinking that is much more in alignment, Ace of Swords, with your karmic path. It's sort of like the wheel is turned, and now this thing can get through to you, get into your brain, and show you in that sort of compass needle way of the Ace of Swords, the way forward. And I mean, the Great Spirit, who I decided this morning, that's a sort of a misnomer, because it's like, ooh, the Great Spirit, oh, we're all in fear and trembling. No, the Great Spirit is also a small spirit. It's quiet spoken. It isn't always the thunderclaps. Sometimes it is, particularly if, the cosmos really wants to get your attention. But sometimes it's quiet. Whatever this message is, it kicks the wheel. It moves you forward. It puts you into alignment with your higher purpose. With your higher purpose, ladies and gentlemen. Six of Wands. Fool. Ta-da! First card in the Major Arcana. The Fool's journey, the epic journey from the very beginning to its completion in the World card, which, looks a little bit like this. The World card, the karmic wheel. This is all the fixed signs, all these angelic presences surrounding the kind of compass, the compass of the wheel, and here's the compass needle. Showing you the way forward, how to begin. And you're willing, and you're ready. Fool is a card of Aries. We've got an Aries new moon coming. See the new moon, see the Fool, see the beginning. And it's a little bit like you can't not see it. This is like, what is it like? The scales drop from my eyes. Some biblical quote like that. Like, I was blind and now I see. Amazing grace. That's a big Wheel of Fortune energy. Grace is what got you here. Your willingness to seek and be sought. Okay, and I'd just like to know, I think this is I think these two queens are the two sides of you in a blend. Let's get one on Six of Wands, and maybe it'll shed some light on Three of Swords. Well, again, that sword energy, which is troubling. It's hurtful. It's hard. See the individual with their head in their hands. With their head in their hands. I always see Three of Swords as the memory of the hurt, because it's sword energy. It's something that's like gotten into your head, hurting your heart all over again, the memory of it. Well, there's victory over that. And sword energy is cold. Can be. But here comes the warmth. You know, the sunflowers, the sun, the victory. And it's not by shrinking back in fear. You know, fear of the truth, fear of the conversation, fear of what's been said or misunderstood. You know, there's no need to be afraid. You're protected. And there are angels on all the 4 points. When I sage before a read, I sage to the 4 directions. And as it happens, my house is, this side is virtually due north, due south, due east, due west, although all of that shifts a bit in the course of the year. You know, where the sun sets, where it rises. We have on the table, such a great read, a lot of sword energy. Aries in the Fool. Scorpio in the Tower. Leo in the Sun. Sagittarius in Temperance. This is a very fire-oriented card in the Aries season with the new moon in Aries. This is a big deal. It's also, you know, I don't know astrology. I'm not even going to go there because I'll put my foot in it again. But there's something about the degree. It's a 29th degree, whatever, in Aries. So it's like pushing forward fearlessly. You know, your own drive, your own life force is getting you through this mental panic. Your life force energy. I think you may be dealing with a Libra. Whoever's on your path, it has to do with where the universe is bringing you in divine timing. It's your karma. It's all the effort and the love and the lessons that you've put in for lifetimes are leading you here. Major transition. Bring on the light. Amen. Thank you to you all. And again, there's some new subscribers. I encourage you to do that if you haven't already. It helps grow the channel. It's free. You just hit the subscribe button and give it a this, and, you know, share it if you think one of your friends might like to hear this message. If anybody came to mind, you know, when you heard this, you might want to shoot the video onto them. And in the meantime, love and light, you guys.